Good morning and happy Thanksgiving from the land of liquid sunshine. It's a beautiful day in Seattle today. It actually was not raining when I left the house, but this is how it goes in Seattle. Today I'm giving you a tour of the Seattle Center. It's a beautiful, liquid, sunshiny morning. It was not raining when I left the house. I checked the forecast and there was not a raindrop that showed on my screen for today. So it is what it is. So this here is the Museum of Pop and Culture. MoPop is called. Used to be called EMP, which stands for or stood for Experience Music Project. And it was founded in the year 2000 by Paul Allen of Microsoft. Paul Allen is no longer alive. Passed away, I believe, a couple of years ago. Yeah, I just thought I'd come here for a morning walk on Thanksgiving. Hope you all are having a good Thanksgiving day with your loved ones, with your family. If you cannot join your family physically, at least hopefully you can enjoy Thanksgiving with them virtually. In Washington State, we're in our second lockdown. The governor put the state back in lockdown number 2 a little over 2 weeks ago, or I'm sorry, a little over a week ago. And places like the museum, which this is actually, it's a museum, are closed. You know, there's no dining in at restaurants. Theaters are closed. I mean, theaters have been closed for a long time. So there's a number of restrictions that the governor has put in place. Also, he's urging families to not gather for Thanksgiving. He's urging that folks have Thanksgiving together virtually. So we'll see how that works out. It's sort of a, I mean, I get it. It's sort of a tall request for a lot of families. But I suppose, you know, you have to do what you have to do to get through this. This is the Space Needle. I'm trying not to get my lens wet. Oh my goodness. So the Space Needle is 605 feet tall. You can go up the Space Needle for $35. The price went up about a year or two ago after they made renovations to the Space Needle. And for $49, if you do a package deal, you can enjoy both the Space Needle as well as the Chihuly Glass Museum, which is outstanding. This is an outstanding museum. Beautiful glass museum right next to the Space Needle. One thing I'll say about this morning is that although it is raining, it's not that cold. It's the combination of cold and rain that I really do not like. Just wanted to point out the monorail. This is the monorail station here. It drops you off at the center house. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but the monorail is not the same thing as the Link light rail. The Link light rail, you can catch the Link light rail from SeaTac Airport all the way to the University of Washington currently. But the monorail here just, it goes from the Seattle Center to Westlake. It drops you right off at Westlake Mall. So this is the museum. You can see more of the beautiful glasswork from the other side. But this is what it looks like from this side. And if you go that way, that will you can go either left to get to the fountain, or go back to the museum. We're gonna go this way. Coming here brings back a lot of memories for me. As a kid, there was a what do you call it? A kids. Oh my goodness! I can't think of the word. But there was, like, you know, roller coasters and a Ferris wheel, bumper cars, that sort of thing. I'm trying to remember the exact name that they had for it here. Kittyland or something like that. Let me know if you remember. It might come back to me later on, but can't think of it right now. This is a stage here. A lot of performances happen here. Again, Bite of Seattle. What are some Seattle events? Bite of Seattle is a big one. That's the foodie fair. And then there is Folk Life. What's the other one? There's 3 of them. Cannot think of the third one, but to me, some people might not agree, and I'm generalizing, but they're all sort of the same. I mean, you come to, whether it's Bite of Seattle, Folk Life. Oh, the other one is the music one. Can't think of it right now. You know, they all have their focus, right? The music one, yeah, there's gonna be a lot more music. Bite of Seattle, more food, but it's the same old stuff. The big difference to me is with Folk Life, people don't wear deodorant. Kind of being jokey. All right, so we're walking away from the Space Needle, and one last piece of information that I'll share with you about the Space Needle is that it was built in 1962 for the World's Fair. It was a big deal back then. This is the Seattle Center House, and I believe the official name is Seattle Center Armory Food and Event Hall. I'm old school, so I just call it the Center House. All right, we're gonna walk down towards the fountain. See, this is that sort of that Seattle rain. This is that Seattle rain. People don't use umbrellas in Seattle for this level of rain. But if I don't use my umbrella, then my camera would get really wet and nasty. And this umbrella, I'm not going to be using this umbrella for future walks in the rain because it's too small. It doesn't even cover my camera. Like, my face is too close to the lens for my liking right now. And if I extend my hand, then I have to bring the camera out there with it. And anyway, it's just not working out. Got to break up with this umbrella for these walks. And it's not you, umbrella. It's me. All right. Here we're at the fountain. Whoa. That guy just kicked over a garbage can. What the hell? What the garbage can do to you, man? This guy. So I startle easily. I really do. And it's not cute. Here's a fountain. Every fountain has a name. I forget the name of this fountain, but I'll just call it the Seattle Center Fountain. Just reassigned it. Reassigned the name. That might actually be the name. I'm sure it's not. So past that fountain is Key Arena, and there's lots of renovations being made to Key Arena. Key Arena is where the Seattle Supersonics used to play. That was Seattle's basketball team, of course, until they were sold by Starbucks owner. And a lot of people are still unhappy about that. The fact that he sold the Sonics. And there's still a lot of support in trying to get Seattle's basketball team back to the 206. So I would walk over there and take a look at what all is happening with the construction. It looks like it's closed off, and perhaps that's better suited for a sunny day walk. But you know what? Here. Whew. Muddy grass. Slightly muddy. I do like this fresh air though. It's one thing about Seattle I do appreciate, especially when it's raining like it is right now. I like the fresh air. So here is the mural along this wall here that they've put up to block off the construction. I'm skipping on a lot of things. There's a whole bunch of stuff behind me. Opera House. There's a stadium there behind me. And that's where a lot of graduation ceremonies happen. High school graduation ceremonies. I know that my high school graduation ceremony happened there. And same with a lot of high schools. Whew. So behind me, that way there, is Queen Anne, Lower Queen Anne, and then up the hill from there is Upper Queen Anne. How would I describe Queen Anne? In my previous video I talked about things to consider and neighborhoods to consider if you're thinking about moving to Seattle. And you know, there's a little bit of humor that I included in my walk and talk video. But going back to Queen Anne, I would say Lower Queen Anne is like if you're younger and you want to live closer to bars and things, you know, nightlife and such. Lower Queen Anne is what you would opt for. And when you go up the hill is when you have better views and big old mansions. Nice homes, nice properties. Queen Anne. I believe Queen Anne, maybe it's Magnolia, but I think Queen Anne properties are the most expensive in Seattle. All right. It's a beautiful view from here. of the area. And for folks who might be interested in knowing what I am using to record this, I am using a GoPro Hero 9, and I am shooting this for the first time, by the way, in 5K. Part of why I wanted to come out here was to try using this camera in 5K. Now 5K, how big of a difference is there between 4K and 5K? I guess I'll find out once I check out the footage on my computer. Maybe it just takes up more space. Oh my goodness, it really has been taking up more space ever since I've been shooting everything in 4K, most everything. It's like 4 times the amount of space required compared to 1080. But fortunately, external hard drives or storage is not as expensive as it used to be. You can buy a 5 terabyte external hard drive from Costco for $94.99, which is crazy compared to 10 years ago. All right, I'm making my way back to the Space Needle. Oh, looks like the rain is trying to subside. How wonderful would it be if I could just put my camera away right now, or not camera, my umbrella away, because I'm tired of holding both things right now as I'm walking. So GoPro Hero 9, I'm shooting this in 5K, 30 frames per second, linear mode, horizon linear mode with horizon leveling, it's called. And I suppose ideally you would want to shoot in 60 frames per second for walking videos, just to make everything that much smoother with the footage. But GoPro Hero 9 does not have 60 frames per second as an option in 5K. It does in 4K. So it's why I'm shooting this in 30 frames per second. This is the Pacific Science Center here. I imagine it's closed because of the situation. Yep. This is where you'd buy your ticket for admission. And currently, how much does it cost to get in? For an adult, it's $25.95. If you're into science, IMAX movies, it's a great place to bring your kids. All right, I'm gonna walk this way here and take you to the main entrance of the Space Needle. Ooh, I could see the sun trying to peek through. Give you a quick sweeping view of the area here, and we're gonna go this way here. And I say the main entrance because this is where limousines and vehicles would drop you off if you were to come here via 4 wheels. Otherwise, the other entrance that I showed you at the beginning of this video, that's also the main entrance. So, all right, check out these things here. Beautiful art sculpture next to the Chiluli Art Museum. And this is the museum here. And the exhibition entrance is this way here. I'm gonna do a tour of this place at some point. Beautiful here. Amazing, actually. Amazing, world famous. There's an awesome museum in Tacoma, glass museum, and it features artwork by the same artist. There's a Space Needle, 665 feet tall, and it is not the tallest structure slash building in Seattle, by the way. The tallest building in Seattle is actually the Columbia Tower. Big black building that you see from, well, you can see from here, see? 12 o'clock. Oh no, is that it? No, that's not it. I saw a black building, but you can see it from most parts of the city. It's the tallest building if you're looking at the skyline. Okay, well, this fountain here is the name, and the name of this fountain is the Howard S. Wright Memorial Fountain. We never verified the name of the other fountain, did we? All right, wow, it looks like the rain has stopped. I would say, whew, my arm feels so much better. I would say 99%. There's still a few drops coming down, but you know, it's all good. Space Needle, your walking buddy with the Space Needle. And this is the scene here on Thanksgiving 2020, the year to be thankful. This year has been an incredibly unique year and a challenging one for many people, and one way to look at it is that yes, it is a year to be thankful. It is not a year to be asking. I know that many people have been really challenged by the circumstances of this year, and I'll just leave it at that. More to come as it relates to that. Anyway, thank you for walking with Dennis, aka Lao Ocean, on this Thanksgiving morning 2020. I hope you're doing well out there, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.